got with Heritage Farms, Texas? Well, here we are, and what we're working on today is we've got the new Holland 5060 tractor, and we're cleaning the place up. Look at this big old log here. So it just happens over time. You have trees that die and they fall over, and you know, it's the time of the year where it's kind of cold. There's not a lot going on feeding cattle, and so looking for little projects to do. So one of the things I always try to do is whenever I put down a bale of hay, or if I'm out in the pasture somewhere and I see something that's fell or something that's been there for a while that doesn't look very good, I'm trying to pick it up. You know, trying to make the most of your time. You know, diesel's expensive. It takes time to drive back and forth from the pasture to the hay meadow to get a bale of hay to put it out. So you try to make the most of it. So here I am. So this is one of my return trips, and this big log was laying here. It's only been there probably 20 years. That's my guess. I don't know. But anyway, we're slowly making a burn pile over here. You can see it to the left. So the new Holland 5060, we're moving some trash or spare wood, if you will. So we're gonna come up here and we are getting ready, because one day when the weather conditions are just right, we're gonna burn this big pile of brush. I only have about 10 of these piles like this, but hey, it takes time. So here we go. Let's see, the key here is that thing's kind of offset on one end. I wanna make sure I don't have this thing flip back on my tractor, if you will. Let's see, how do I want to do this? I'm going to come up there and I'm just going to dump this thing, lay it down at the base. There we go. Then I'm going to push this thing forward just a little, and voila. What do you think about that? So let's go down here and we'll go for round two. Making a trash pile, burn pile, New Holland 5060. It's kind of hard to work the camera and drive a tractor at the same time. Here's the second half of that big log. As you can see, that was the first half. It literally split in half when I went to pick it up. And I'm actually glad, because the weight on the tractor was probably just a little bit too much for what I could pick up. So let's see what we got going here. So I'm gonna get the forks just right, set it down on the ground, see if I can ease up here a little, get underneath it, tilting back. Ooh, look at the thing come up. Don't know that I really like the way I got this angled, but we're gonna see if we can drag it out a little bit here. Wow. New Holland 5060. Moving some dead trees today. Whoa, look at that thing slide back. Don't like how that one arm over there is dragging the ground. We're going to see if I can just scoot this thing over here, and we'll just take our time. You can see the piles over in the distance. Got a little ways to go. It really wouldn't upset me if that one little arm just broke off. Make it a little more balanced and easy to carry. There is a lot of weight there. The one thing you don't want to happen is that thing to get out of whack, flip over, and come back and land on the hood of the tractor. Whoa, speaking of which, there we go. It's about to do that. We're just gonna go up a little bit higher. Hey, what could go wrong, right? I don't know if you guys can see that, man, but that is a lot of weight on the front of this tractor. Not sure what the lift capacity is on it. Probably one of those things I should do a little research and look up. Nah, who has time for that, right? Well, it's kind of like the chicken or the pig. Who is the most committed? The pig is committed because, man, he's going to give his life to make bacon. The chicken, he can just lay an egg and live another day, right? Well, we're all committed now, so we're all in on this. Not quite sure how I'm going to unload it. That's something I got to think about here. That one long limb, though, is creating some balance issues. I know this feels like I'm going in slow motion because I am. Sometimes I get myself into these little situations where, yeah, I'll just do this, but tractor work can be rather dangerous, especially if you're doing some stuff foolish or not paying attention. And they call this the pucker factor. Yeah, that's what they call it. When it makes you a little bit nervous about what you're doing here. And how to unload this and how to get out. My advice is move slow. My father-in-law once told me, don't use a tractor like a bulldozer. Probably should have paid a little more attention. We're about to get interesting here. Let's figure out our plan of attack. Let's tilt it so that if it does fall, it's going to go away from us. I like that approach. Let's give it a little forward nudge here. There we go. You guys are going to think I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I don't. But every once in a while, a blind squirrel and the nut theory, and voila, just like that, we are working on a brush pile. Look at that. That's just impressive. All right. Well, I've got about another 2 or 3 loads to move right here, and then we'll be back to normal. Let's see if I can get a higher gear, get this thing going. So, you know, it's important that you try to keep your place looking good. The more you let it pile up, it just gets in the way, keeps grass from growing around the trees. It's a place for snakes to hide, and you know, the cattle during the summer, they'll get in there and try to get in the shade of these little trees, and underneath these trees you'll have copperheads and stuff because of all of the habitat and cover for them. So it's just best to keep things clean, keeps the snakes back in the woods where they belong, and just kind of clears things up. And not to mention, man, I like my place to look pretty good. I don't like it to be cluttered up and junked up, so that's what we're doing. All right, let's see here. Got a couple of more pieces. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this guy here. Oh yeah, that's a piece of cake there. All right, I'm gonna get out and manually put a couple more pieces on there, and then we'll be off to the pile with this one. Hey. Okay, this is my last load that I'm gonna make for today. And once again, pasture cleanup here. So yeah, you just really gotta stay on top of things, man. I want things to look beautiful, and when a tree falls over or dies or a major limb breaks off, I just want to get it cleaned up, picked up, and out of here. Because if you don't, man, over time your property will just get cluttered up, it'll look run down, and you know, you want this place to look beautiful. You want a place that your kids are proud of, their spouses, future grandkids. You just want things to look good. There's a sense of satisfaction that comes from that. So, plus, it's a great activity, relieve a little stress, totally different from my day job, and just gives me something to think about and some fun stuff to do on the weekends. So anyway, here we are. We are making brush burn piles, Telephone, Texas, November. We've had a little spell of winter, just enough to a couple of hard freezes, knock the grass off. I've got some ryegrass planted. Doesn't really look like it's starting to come up yet. I've got the cows out of this pasture, trying to give the ryegrass a chance to seed and come up. I don't know, holding my breath. All right, so far today we've made 4 runs on this pile. And the goal is, can we finish this without getting the tractor damaged, or more importantly, me hurt or anything else? And I'm trying to strategically stack all of this stuff so that when we do get ready to burn it, it will come off very clean. All right, let's see what we got here. Gonna ease on up a little. Whoa, I don't like the way that's looking. There we go. Maybe that got it. And I'm free. All right. It's pretty much the last load. Hey, if you guys like what you see, hit the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We are desperately trying to grow our channel. Leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And we'll follow up one day, get everybody together, and we'll actually burn this pile of brush when the conditions are right. Hey, talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.